God. I've been fucking drinking these. Drinking these Smirnoff lemonades all night. This one's empty. No, I don't recycle because we're all gonna die in 50 years anyway. Fuck. I finished the Eminence in Shadow. I did it, guys. I fucking did it, okay? I finished it. What do I say about this fucking show? I might have a bit more of a measured response, a bit more of a measured analysis about it if I were more sober and I gave myself more time to think about it, but my gut reaction, like, in the moment is that I despise this anime. And the reason why is because I hate everything this anime stands for. And also who this anime is for. Which, from what I understand, seems to be the general anime community that thinks it's hilarious to shit on themselves. I hate the self-flagellation that occurs in the anime community. This whole anime is trash and so am I sort of thing, which I largely believe Giguk is responsible for. And I kind of memed on a video Giguk made about Eminence in Shadow. Now, I'm going to admit, I didn't watch that video, but I assume that Giguk liked the anime. I also heard that Mother's Basement likes this anime. Mother's Basement is the most corporate fucking shill on all of AniTube. I do not trust a single thing that this man says. This motherfucker put Appare Ranman in Anime of the Year. A show that no one fucking watched or cared about. Like, it wasn't the Rakugo of the Year where it was, this underlooked hidden gem. It was a show that just wasn't good. No one liked it, except for him. And somehow, he had the influence to put it in Anime of the Year for Crunchyroll's Anime of the Awards for that year. Even though it wasn't in any other category. It didn't have any other nominations. It just suddenly showed up there. I don't fucking trust that guy. Fuck him. Giguk, meanwhile, again, is this guy who spouts this meme of anime is trash and so am I, and then carries around a fucking body pillow of the girl from Arrow Manga Sensei. Like, this guy highlights all of the worst anime and then thinks it's funny to just be like, yeah, this is what anime is. It's so shitty. Aren't we all such losers, guys? You know what? No, I don't think that we are. And I don't think that we should be treating ourselves like that. I think that we should have some more self-respect. You know what? Sure, anime can be stupid. It can be ridiculous. And you know what? I myself am responsible for memeing about garbage anime by most people's standards. Look at this fucking wall over here, okay? My monitor is kind of blocking it, but this is all Big Order. This one wall, it's from a serialization of Shonen Ace from the Big Order segment. I have all 5 volumes of Big Order, which has like a 5.3 on my end list. It's one of the lowest rated anime of all time. And I love Handshakers. And I love shit like fucking Mori Calliope over there. Things that people fucking despise. But you know what? I'm passionate about them because I genuinely love them. I'm not looking at them like, oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. I actually enjoy this shit. I like it. And that's why I'm so confident about myself when I talk about them. That's why I push them so hard. That's why what you might consider to be ironic is genuine from my point of view. I genuinely love Big Order. I loved watching that show. I don't give a fuck if the plot was confusing, the animation was bad. That might have been stuff that might have helped me enjoy it more. Same with Handshakers. Handshakers is like the most appalling show I've ever seen when it comes to the visual direction. It is mind-blowing how insane it is. But that's exactly why I love it. And I am not going to tell a single person, oh yeah, Handshakers, don't watch that anime, it's fucking trash. I would never call Handshakers trash because I love it. I love it. I respect it. I respect the people who made it. I appreciate that it exists. And instead, it seems like the general anime community is just okay with their hobby being this piece of shit. And I think that's bullshit. I think that fucking sucks. I do not fuck with that. And so the Eminence and Shadow, I hate, because that is what this anime is all about. It's all about taking anime's worst tropes, its dumbest shit, and just condensing it into one show and going, look how stupid this is! But not saying anything about it. Not making any kind of subversive commentary. Not taking any kind of unique spin on it. It's just exactly what it presents. The only thing is that at the very end, it adds a /SRS at the end. Like, don't worry guys, we're not actually serious about this. We understand that this is ridiculous, that this is stupid. You know, we understand that this is a bad, overused anime cliche. That does not make it okay in my eyes. That does not make it funny somehow. Like, it just tells a bad joke and then expects you to laugh. Because it's like, hey, wasn't that joke really bad? No. No. That is not how this works. Again, my opinion. Whatever. Everything is subjective. That's what some people like to defend this show with. Oh, it's comedy. It's subjective. This anime is just the main character saying, I'm a background character. Nothing I do matters until I turn into Batman. Which means that when he gets serious, he is so overpowered that he can do literally anything. Which means any serious moment that this series tries to have is worthless. Because the main character can do anything. He can do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. Like, there will be long fight scenes in this anime where I'm just like, why am I watching this? The main character can do anything. He got stabbed in the heart in one episode. He got fucking slashed through his entire torso and bled out in one episode. And he's just like, oh, I use magic to you know, do something so I don't actually die. LOL. So nothing matters. There's no stakes to this. There is no drama. You know, in One Punch Man will do this. And sometimes I compare this anime to One Punch Man. Because, you know, Saitama is obviously the most overpowered character in all of existence, okay? And that's kind of fine, but the thing is, One Punch Man has actually set up conflicts that would involve other characters. So that Saitama will be doing his own thing, but then everyone else in the cast will be doing something completely different. Like the alien invasion arc in season 1. Or the centipede arc in season 2. Or the monster arc in the monster... What was it? The Monster Association arc in what will be season 3. Like, this is all stuff that other characters have to do. Like, Saitama's doing his own thing, and you can just kind of, like, laugh at whatever he's doing. But then, like, the other characters can be in genuine danger. And you'll be like, oh, shit, like, I care about this character. I have some kind of attachment to them. Like, I don't want something bad to happen to them. Like, I really like Genos in One Punch Man. I think Genos is a freaking great character. I don't want something bad to happen to him. I like Tatsumaki. I don't want something bad to happen to her. I'm not worried about Saitama, but that doesn't exist in this anime. The main character's overpowered, and he's the only character worth talking about, because there are no other characters in this entire series. I mean, there are a lot of characters, but none of them are interesting. None of them have any bearing on the plot. The main character develops his own sort of organization, his whole harem of women that will just do whatever he wants, who will just follow him around, and they kind of pass down his teachings to the rest of the world. None of them have any personality. None of them have any depth to them. None of them do anything interesting. They all just exist to theoretically suck this guy's dick. That's all they do. So anytime they're on screen, it's just like you can just tune yourself out. Nothing they say matters. Nothing they do matters. And they don't talk about anything interesting. They might dump exposition, but then the show will just focus on their tits and their thighs and their asses. Because, you don't actually care about what's going on right now. You just want to look at the girl's titties because you just think they're hot. The characters have no personality, so we're gonna bypass this by just making all the fan service shots. We're gonna ogle at these characters from all these really perverted angles. Isn't that so funny that they're just deliberately doing that? Isn't that just so great that they're just admitting that they're doing a terrible trope, but just doing that? Like, nothing differently. They're not doing anything differently. They're not doing anything unique. They're just doing every bad trope you have seen in anime since like 2000 fucking ever. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this has worked. Like, I can't believe this anime has an 8.4 on my anime list. It's in the top 200 of all time on my anime list. How the fuck has everyone fallen for this? And again, I haven't seen Giguk's video, but he says it's the king of bad isekai. I'm going to assume that he's going to talk about how, you know, all this isekai anime that's come out in the last 5 years has been total gutter trash. Oh, but here's the Eminence and Shadow doing everything that these anime are doing, but again, being aware of the fact that it's a bad isekai. Somehow, for everyone, that is translated into being good. Like, I don't believe in that. I don't think that being self-aware of making a bad joke suddenly means you have made a good joke. That's just not how it works. I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. There's nothing else to this anime. Like, it's just all of this dumb shit, all of anime's lowest points, all of its worst cliches, just dumbed down, and then going, that's it. That's the show. There's no, like, clever commentary on it. There's no slick presentation. This show looks fucking terrible, by the way. Just nothing. But for some reason, it has worked on everyone. I don't know. Do I just not get it? What is there to get? Like, what is there to get about this entire anime? This anime is just references and cliches. It's just... I can't believe it, dude. And yeah, you know what? I understand that I'm being that guy by, I guess, rejecting other points of view without completely hearing out what they have to say. And I'm also being that guy by watching something for the sake of hating it. I saw 7 episodes of this anime before I finished it today. I hated those 7 episodes. So yes, I am that guy for watching this specifically for the purpose of hating it. I knew I was not going to like it. I knew I was going to be unhappy watching it. I knew it was going to be unpleasant. And I knew I was going to complain about it the entire time and when I was finished. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I understand. But again, I want to reiterate, I hate everything that this anime stands for. Because this anime is everything wrong with the modern anime community, with how people talk about anime, with how people talk about anime like it's this dumb fucking stupid fucking baby shit, where we all just kind of like joking, where we all just kind of joke around about how terrible it is, like we're all just a bunch of idiots just sitting around watching our favorite waifus flapping their titties around all day. Like, that's what this show is. Like, there's literally half an episode of girls just bouncing their titties around and talking about nothing except underwear and each other's bodies and their love for the main character. Rejoice, anime fans. This is exactly the show you want. I go on Reddit and I'm like, oh, and I see all these comments that are like, oh yeah, so cultured. Oh, they know what we really want. You know what? If you like this show, fine. I'm not really trying to take away from anybody. I can't tell anybody. Like, that's never been my thing. I'm never one to say that you're wrong or you're a bad person for liking something, rather. But I hope you at least understand why I don't like it. I hope you at least understand why I am genuinely baffled and appalled at the reception that this anime has had. Because I swear to God, 5 years ago, this show would have been dead in the water. But because the bar has been set so low for lots of modern anime with the influx of isekai and just the influx of seasonal anime in general, the increasing corporatization of anime in general, the increasing influence that the Western audience has on anime in general. I am not trying to say that all of these things are bad specifically, but I do think that they have resulted in the Eminence and Shadow, which I think is a terrible anime that is a terrible representation of what anime is, but also the perfect summary of what anime fans are like in this day and age, at least in 2023. Just these fucking ogling idiots who just want to see waifus and argue who's the best based on nothing, basically. Just talk about what your fetish is. You want the girl with the glasses? There you go. You want the girl with the small tits, but she's, constantly joking about how she's small, how she's aware about how she has small tits? There you go. And just... Oh, and you also want a main character who's self-aware, who thinks he's so much better than everyone, he's so much smarter than anyone, he's just so powerful, he can do anything, and he gets all these girls? There you go. The Eminence and Shadow. Rejoice, anime fans. You've got your favorite anime of all time. I'm so happy for all of you. This anime is fucking terrible. 1 out of 10. Fucking bullshit.